Welcome, listeners, to the WION podcast. Imagine a spot on Earth so incredibly remote, the closest humans are often astronauts, way up in orbit. Today, we're doing a quick dive into this place. It's called Point Nemo.
Ah, Point Nemo.
And it's not just some empty bit of ocean, right? It actually has a pretty significant purpose.
That's right. It's fascinating because it's very real, very deliberately chosen. It's officially the South Pacific Ocean uninhabited area.
Okay.
Think of it as, well, the most remote point in any ocean.
How remote are we talking?
We're talking about roughly 2,700 kilometers, give or take, to the nearest piece of land, any land.
Wow. So truly the middle of nowhere.
Absolutely.
And, okay, here's the really wild part I read about. This isolation, it makes it a target.
Exactly. Not for ships or anything like that. It's become this designated spot for spacecraft.
A resting place for spacecraft.
At the end of their lives, satellites, bits of rockets, even potentially the International Space Station eventually.
Right, because you can't just let that stuff fall anywhere.
No, absolutely not. An uncontrolled reentry, especially for something big, it could be, well, disastrous. So Point Nemo gives space agencies this huge empty target zone. They can aim for it, manage the reentry precisely, and, minimize any danger to people or property.
So it's like a spacecraft graveyard way out in the ocean.
That's a good way to put it. And it's already got quite a few residents, so to speak.
How many?
Estimates were somewhere between, say, 250 and 300 decommissioned objects down there.
Goodness. Anything notable?
Oh, yeah. The biggest one so far was the Russian MIR space station. Huge structure, like 120 tons.
MIR is down there. I didn't know that.
Yep, deliberately guided there back in 2001.
Okay, but what about, like, the environment? Dumping metal in the ocean.
That's a really important point, actually. It's something scientists are looking at. While this area isn't exactly teeming with life compared to coastal zones, adding all this artificial material isn't ideal. So there's research into designing future spacecraft to break up more completely, maybe using different materials like aluminum tanks instead of titanium, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Less impact.
It's still a bit mind-bending, though, this, like, ultimate point of isolation on Earth is now the final destination for machines that flew above the Earth.
It really highlights something crucial about space exploration, doesn't it?
What's that?
The responsibility. It's not just about launching things. It's also about, well, cleaning up afterwards, managing the end of life safely. You hear about uncontrolled reentry sometimes, bits of debris.
Yeah, those are scary.
Right. And they really underscore why having a designated remote area like Point Nemo is so necessary.
So the next time you look up, maybe see a satellite streaking across the night sky. You can think about its potential final resting place. Thousands of miles away, deep in the South Pacific.
A pretty unique solution.
Unique. Yeah, and kind of surreal when you think about it. A strange answer to a modern space age problem. Stay tuned for more such intriguing stories to come.